Assalamu alaikum. Now we are discussing the lungs part 2, in which we will discuss first of all the bronchopulmonary segments. The bronchopulmonary segments are explained likewise. When the trachea bifurcates at the level of T4, it divides into the right and left principal bronchus or the primary bronchus. Then they divide one on each side on the right and left into secondary lobar bronchi, and secondary lobar bronchi further divide 3 times in the right lung and 2 times in the left lung. Further division is the tertiary or the segmental bronchi, which are 10 in the right lungs and 10 in the left lungs. Further, these 10 segments or the tertiary or segmental bronchi are known as the bronchopulmonary segments in each of the lungs. Further on, the segmental bronchi divide into multiple terminal bronchioles. These terminal bronchioles, when the least division, is known as the respiratory bronchiole. The respiratory bronchiole forms the respiratory unit, which consists of 4 things: the alveolar ducts, the atria, the alveolar sac, and the alveoli. The alveoli are the respiratory unit that helps the oxygen exchange. The bronchopulmonary segments hence contain its own pulmonary vein. When the surgeon has to excise a segment of the lung, he follows the pulmonary veins. First of all, if we see the bronchopulmonary segments, how we will differentiate into the right and the left lung. First, we will divide the lungs into the upper and lower lobe by the oblique fissure we have discussed in the previous video. It comes from the posterior border and ends in the inferior border. This oblique fissure divides the upper lobe and the lower lobe on both sides. Then there is the horizontal fissure that divides the upper lobe into the upper and the middle lobe. The upper lobe consists of number 1 is the apical segment. On both sides, right and left lung, is the apical segment. Then number 2 and number 3 are the posterior and anterior. One is the anterior posterior, 1, 2, 3. These are the segments of the upper lobe. Now in the middle lobe there is the number 4 and number 5, that is the lateral and medial. This one is the lateral and this one is the medial. And synonymously on the left lung there is lingula, which is synonymous to the middle lobe of the right lung. This is the superior lingular and the inferior lingular. Basally, there are 5 segments that are known as the 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. The 6th one on the both sides is the superior basal. The 7th one is the medial basal that is not being drawn in this segment. It is to the medial side. Then the 8th one on both sides is the anterior basal. Then the 9th one is the lateral basal, and then the 10th one is the posterior basal. Hence, if we summarize the bronchopulmonary segments, number 1 are the apical, 2 and 3 are the anterior and posterior in the superior lobe. In the middle lobe there are 4 and 5 that are right. On the right side there are the lateral and medial, and on the left lung there are the superior lingular and the inferior lingular. Now if we see the inferior lobe, it consists of the superior basal, then the medial basal, which is not drawn, number 7. Number 8, 9, 10 are the anterior, lateral and posterior basal. Moving forwards, if the surgeon has to dissect a single bronchopulmonary segment, he follows the pulmonary vein, and it is dissected in many infections of the lungs, but tuberculosis and carcinoma of lung cannot be excised because they spread all over the lung. Secondly, what is carina? Carina is a point or a hook-like process that divides the trachea into the primary bronchus at the level of T4 thoracic vertebra. The right principal bronchus is at the degree of 25 and it is more inclined towards the trachea. The left one is at 45 degree and it is narrower, and this one is shorter and broader. So most of the foreign bodies are inhaled into the right lung because the right bronchus is more inclined and is at a degree of 25 degree, and where it goes here, it is mostly in the sixth segment. Sixth is the superior basal segment of the lower lobe, that is the most dependent part, and the foreign bodies are lodged here. Moving forwards, if we see the postal drainage, what is the postal drainage? In, for example, if we have to take the sputum analysis in tuberculosis or carcinoma lung, first of all we will make the patient to lie in the left side. When the patient will lie in the left side, the secretions from the right bronchus will come and they will be stuck in the carina. Then it will force the body to do cuff reflex. When there will be cuff reflex, the sputum will be collected in the point of carina, and we can take the sample from the bronchoscope at the point of the carina.